Hey, what's up, y'all? What y'all doing? President Trump, you did a good thing in Washington. You cleaned it up. Kudos to you. But I got something to tell you. When you get down with Chicago, because I know that's on your list, because Chicago needs it, okay? Bring your ass to California, okay? We need you in California, too. But when you come to California, can you please bring some shampoo and some conditioner, please? So we can wash all that hairspray and gel out of Gavin Newsom's head, okay? Just go on and wash it down the drain. Get rid of all that slime in his head. Don't forget the slime bag, too. That's who he is, a slime bag. After California, take a push broom and a dustpan and sweep across the United States, okay? Don't forget your apron and some gloves, because all these Democratic states is dirty. You agree with me? They're dirty. Don't forget the trash cans. And don't forget that trash truck you was riding around in, okay? Because we're going to need a lot of those, okay? You agree? I agree. Because we got a lot of shit to throw away, okay? A lot of shit to throw away. You agree? I agree. I second that. After this, I'm going to call you the cleanup man. That is your permanent name from me. The cleanup man. But you clean up every damn thing. You agree? I agree. From United States to Timbuktu. You agree? I agree. From the United States to Timbuktu. I like the way you clean up, Trump. And so should you, Democrats.
Now, it looked like she's joking, but, you know, I don't know. Some will call this satire. But the joke lands because people feel like basic order is gone. Do D.C., do Chicago, then come to California. That's a Californian asking for help, by the way, not a politician, begging for a press conference, if you will. And hours later, the headlines, they ended up getting louder.
We have plenty of detectives still here in that shopping center, all those evidence markers that you see on the ground there as well. This is Century and Main here in South LA. Now this shopping center, this has ANS Market and Tobacco, and next to it is a barber shop, and that's where the shooting has appeared to happen. Now this is just blocks away from another shooting that happened earlier this week. Overnight gunfire turned deadly in South LA. Police say around 11:30 last night, 3 men pulled up in a car, got out, and opened fire on 2 people in this parking lot near Century and Main. 1 man was killed, and a second victim was rushed to the hospital. His condition is unknown. Now, just a couple miles away, and less than 48 hours earlier, 5 people were shot outside a South LA corner store. It's unknown if last night's incident is related to Tuesday's shooting, but the gunmen from Tuesday also remain at large.
The senselessness and the callousness of where they did it and when they did it, it should really hit all of us.
I hope the police gonna find whoever did this gun shooting, and I hope this is gonna stop soon because I think we need more security.
Asking for more security. 3 mass shootings in a couple days. Officials kept telling you crime is down, but families don't bury statistics. They bury their family, their people. Safety either shows up or it doesn't. So let's zoom out. This isn't just one block. Look at the postcard street. This is Hollywood. The Hollywood Walk of Fame, might I add. Now, we know Hollywood is supposed to sell dreams. Right now, it's selling despair, okay? Compassion without competence ultimately becomes cruelty. The only metric that matters are the most valuable, safer than last year. And if leadership is working, the money trail should prove it, right? It shouldn't be hard.
I'm Christina Aguayo in Dallas, and here are your top stories. FireAid is back in the spotlight after it was revealed that $250,000 of that money, which was raised for fire victims of the Los Angeles wildfires, was funneled into George Clooney's NGO, which funds, quote unquote, gender justice champions in 40 countries. Clooney's Foundation for Justice is an NGO founded by George and Amal Clooney that focuses on global gender justice initiatives. Its mission is described as, quote, waging justice through free legal aid for free speech and women's rights in over 40 countries, including monitoring unfair trials, challenging unjust laws, establishing legal clinics for the vulnerable, and supporting the next generation of gender justice champions. The $250,000 grant to the Clooney Foundation was part of FireAid's second round of distributions, which totaled $25 million in May. FireAid has given out nearly $75 million to date, with $50 million released in February to 120 nonprofits. However, the organization has admitted that no money has been given directly to the fire victims. In fact, audits and investigations revealed that the money went to organizations for indirect support rather than to individual homeowners. Meanwhile, residents who lost their homes in the fire, which destroyed more than 7,000 structures, have reported sleeping in their cars or on friends' couches while waiting for aid or permits to rebuild. It was previously revealed that Cal Volunteers, a state-supported nonprofit under Governor Gavin Newsom's office, received at least $1 million from FireAid, with some reports alleging that Newsom's office specifically requested up to $500,000. Jennifer Newsom, the governor's wife, serves as honorary chair of its 25-member board, raising conflict of interest concerns as the organization does not focus on direct fire relief. After it was revealed Jennifer Newsom sat on the board, Cal Volunteers was abruptly removed from FireAid's website, with officials claiming a mix-up between the state entity, California Volunteers, and its independent fund. But critics view this as a cover-up to shield the Newsom family from accountability. No funds have reached individual victims through this NGO. Instead, the money was used in part to support administrative roles like the $141,000 salary of the director, appointed by Newsom, and the $150,000 salary to his wife. Furthermore, investigations reveal FireAid grants went to dozens of groups with political ties to Newsom, including the California Native Vote Project and IDEPSCA, which focuses on voter mobilization and immigrant advocacy. President Donald Trump has labeled FireAid, quote, another Democrat-inspired scam, and is calling for a federal investigation into where the money went. That's what you need to know. In Dallas, Christina Aguayo.
A former LA Fire Chief Kristen Crowley files a legal claim against the city and Mayor Bass. KCAL News reporter Ross Palumbo is following this case.
This is the claim right here, 23 pages long, and in it, the former chief lays out serious allegations of retaliation that came from a mayor who was herself under fire for her handling of this crisis.
Well, actually, we have to stop it right here because can't show no fire or they're going to demonetize the video. However, we get the point, right? Millions raised for victims, yet reports say cash flowed to organizations and salaries while families slept in cars. If that's wrong, show the receipts. If it's right, that's politics over people. Again. And the questions don't stop here. Not at all.
I was thinking how excited all these vineyards in Napa are that Gavin Newsom obviously won't let those burn down because obviously he needs his vineyard to launder his money through his foundations. But then I found out because he actually doesn't care if they burn down because his little money laundering company will buy up the old freaking vineyards that burned down for dirt cheap like he did in 2022, 2 years after the glass fire of 2020 burned down a property on the hillside vineyard of the Oso vineyard, 129 acres. He got it for a great deal. 14.5 million, works out to about 110,000 per acre. Why is that notable? You tell me, AI. Because it should have been going for 300,000 to 400,000 per acre in that area. But no, he doesn't care. He got it for a fire sale. Just like he tried to buy up all the Palisades with $100 million from our taxpayer money so that he could then put his friend developers in, build all these buildings. You know, I was thinking how excited all these...
Makes no sense, man. Gunther poses the question, should Gavin Newsom be investigated? I say yes, but let me know in the comments what you feel. Disaster shouldn't be a coupon code for the connected, right? That's basically what he's using it for. If the numbers are exaggerated, prove it. If they're real, explain why the political class is first to the buffet after the burn scar. Meanwhile, the home team office in Sacramento got its own spotlight.
As well. So we are in a very different place at this sacred moment with a lot of humility about the past, a lot of recognition about the punditry around this, but also very prideful that we are finally here announcing this railhead project, moving forward to lay this track and to get this project to a point where success becomes irresistible, success becomes inevitable, because all of you created that condition, and that's called leadership. So thank you for creating the climate to get us to this remarkable point for this transformative project. Final words before we walk over. Ain't anything like this exist anywhere in the United States of America. You want to be big, you got to be big in big things. This is the biggest economy in the United States of America, $3.86 billion. It's about damn time we have a high-speed rail system in the great state of California. Thank you.
The Trump administration cancels an additional $175 million for Newsom's failed high-speed rail project. There's a TikTok ad. It's billions of dollars over budget at a completion date of 2020. Not a single high-speed track has been laid, and it has transported 0 passengers. Man, this guy's he has some explaining to do. I mean, at the very least, bro, you got to explain why you're taking in all this money and the things that you're taking it in for are not being completed. That's corruption. So corrupted that regular voters are reading this moment and going, I don't like Trump, but I don't like you a little more right now.
I can't understand how anyone would vote for Gavin Newsom. He's like clearly a sociopath and I was thinking about this today. Imagine rising to the position of governor of California, the 6th largest economy in the world, one of the most beautiful places in the world, and having your legacy be that you created a crime-ridden, bankrupt shithole. This place had a surplus 2 years ago. So that would disqualify, like Gavin Newsom would not be employable in the private sector with that kind of performance. But these people continue to vote for this stuff. And I've thought about leaving multiple times, but I love it here. I don't want to. So I hope that this disaster might change things and wake people up. In 2016, I was like an anti-Trump person and was very upset when he was elected. And then I've changed tune very quickly after seeing him being smeared unfairly, seeing media coverage that's taken out of context, edited. The same standard doesn't apply to any Democrat politician like Gavin Newsom, who had an affair with his best friend's wife, who was his campaign manager. I don't know what else somebody could do in terms of character, and all of Biden's stuff. It's like the worst president in the history of this country, and the most corrupt. It's like a criminal.
I know, right? This isn't a partisan script. It's buyer's remorse. 6th largest economy with streets like this and budgets that boomerang, rather. People who wanted to believe are tapping out. And some put it even plainer.
Hey, the Democrats can pick Gavin Newsom as their nominee all they want. Nobody's voting for that shit. We watched this man run his state into hell. And you think we're going to give him the keys to the nation? And then there's this bill getting passed that's stripping away parents' rights. And he ain't doing nothing about it. In fact, he wants it to go through. This bill essentially allows John Doe weirdo to get an affidavit, sign it his damn self, and then to go pick up your kid from school. Allow them to make medical decisions on your child. I'm in South Carolina, and I'm reading about your bills that you're passing because you're going to become possibly a nominee for president of the United States. No.
Yeah, man, the message is pretty clear. You know, you're not the nominee, bro. I don't think that people with common sense would put that guy up. But then again, you got to remember Kamala Harris came this close. Gavin Newsom, president of the USA. I agree, man. I don't think nobody gonna vote for him. Who voting for Newsom? Put it in the comments. Look, California didn't fail for lack of heart. That's not what happened here. It failed from leaders who confused press conferences with performances in hair grease. If you live there, you deserve safer streets, honest books, and aid that reaches people. But, you know, welcome to Team Think. Instead of dropping a specific word, drop your city. Drop where y'all from, and you know, that'll let me know you made it to the end of the video. Other than that, please be safe. Go check on a friend today. You can quite literally be saving their life. Peace.